Can you still say your name in German? Does anyone remember?
Introduce.
Just for
myself?
fun. It's not like.
I practiced last night.
Oh, really? Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite student alert. Okay, good. Today, the lesson's name is Grammar Shock Therapy. And yeah, there is a motto. The motto is called Know Your Enemy. You know what it means? Know your enemy?
Yeah.
So you should know about what you have to expect, not only the good sides and the good things, but also those things which turn out to be very complicated. I think if you already know about it, it's easier mentally, easier to start German later if you still choose to become a German major student. So I want to show you why sometimes German is utterly ridiculous and sometimes you will have a hard time studying. At the same time, I will always tell you things are not as bad as they will look today because it's very much intuitive and you will learn very much of this by the way and automatically. Still, I want to shock you a little bit today and yeah, we will dive right up into some spelling for warm up. There are some letters which are a little bit hard to pronounce for foreigners, especially for Koreans usually, because they are different in your alphabet. And the first one, and usually a little bit problematic to everyone, is the R. And yeah, we will start pronouncing these words you see here, and you can just try to reproduce what we are saying.
Ramen, Robe, Harem, Kum, Rathaus, Maronen.
Okay, all right, good, well done. It is Rahmen, Robbe, Karren, Krumm, Rathaus, Maronen. The R sound is deep in the middle of our mouth and it's not completely here and it's also not here. We don't use the tongue like the real in Korean language is different. So try to spell out these words. The content doesn't matter, but just try to spell it and we start with the first word.
One more time.
Okay, Ramen. Just try.
Ramen.
Oh yeah, that was okay. That was good. Okay, good. Then Ramen. Das jemand?
Ramen.
Ramen.
Robbe.
Rob.
Yeah, some people spell it a little bit like robbe, like the American way. Some say more like robbe, more the Korean way. It's very hard for starters.
Rob.
Karren. Karren.
Karen.
Okay, the next Krumm.
Kum.
Oh, very good. Okay. Rathaus.
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 Maronen.
Okay, the R was too English. Maronen.
Maronen.
Okay, the second letter is Z. Z. It's like TS. You can say it's a little bit harder than the English one, and the words are.
소, 산, 밭, 미츠, 카츠, 젤레, 해츠.
Very good. Zoo, Zahn, Quarz, Mieze, Katze, Zelle, and Hetzen.
So.
Oh, that was very good. Okay.
Do.
Do.
Yeah. Okay, everyone together. This was already good. Zahn.
San.
Very good.
San.
Quartz.
Quartz.
Wow, you're better than my student.
Quartz.
Mieze, Katze.
Mieze, Katze.
Tille.
All right, very good. Okay. Zelle.
Zelle.
Good. Hetzen.
Hetzen.
Okay, I see you are predestined to learn German here. You should do it, I think. I think that was pretty good. Okay, the next one is maybe the hardest one because it depends on the vowels coming in front of CH. For example, if in front of the CH we have letters like E or E or L or OI, yeah, these combinations, then we spell it like the breath of air, like in ich. You still know from yesterday, ich bin. It's this sound, ich. Eiche, Kelch, euch, manchmal, and Michael.
Eiche, Kelch, euch, manchmal, Michael. Oh.
You spelled it Russian way,
Yeah.
Michael, but it is actually Michael. Then the second row is it's like swearing in Korean, like so if we have U or O or A, yeah, in front of it, then we have it Bauch or the others.
Dort, machen, Fluch.
Yeah, okay, very good. Yeah, and the last three, there you see it is SCH. In this case, we have sh, like the English SH. Sh, Schnee, Asche, flauschig oder flauschig.
Eiche, Kelch, euch, manchmal, Michael.
Bauch, everyone, Bauch. Good. Dort. Very good. Machen. Yeah, you know how it works. And Fluch. The last three are easy, so let's do it all together. Schnee.
Schnee.
Good. Asche.
Asche.
Good. And flauschig.
Flauschig.
Very good. Yeah, flauschig is like stuffy for stuffed animals. All right. Okay. The next one is F and F. It's a little bit harder than everything you have in Korean language here.
Treffen, Naf, Pferd, Friedhof,
Friedhof.
Friedhof, Folgen, Hoffen,
Kläffen, Napf, Pferd, Friedhof, Folgen, and Hopfen. Okay, very good. You're great. The next one is a little bit softer but similar. It is V. V. Also, we use the teeth on our lips and we try to press the air through it. A little bit vibrant, like wild, wagen, Erwiderung, wissen, Wörter, Wein. Okay, let's try out together. Wild. Okay, wagen. Yeah, that sounds pretty correct. Erwiderung. Wissen. Means knowledge in English. Wörter. And Wein. Okay, pretty good. So the last for the warm-up are the umlaut vowels. So usually we have A, O, and U in our alphabet, but we also have slightly different versions, and then we set the 2 points on top of it. Then the spelling is Ä, Ö, and Ü. Mäzen, Stärken, Flöße, Töle, Mühle, and Müll. Yeah, let's try to do this together, everyone. We start with Mäzen.
Mäzen.
That's very good. Stärken.
Stärken.
Awesome. Yeah. Flöße.
Flöße.
Okay. And Töle.
Töle.
Mühle.
Mühle.
And Müll.
Müll.
Müll is Süregi. Yeah. All right. Good. So now you learned some words here, and yeah, this is just the beginning for today. We will look a little bit more into German grammar and into the abstract forms of German grammar. And yeah, seeing behind me, maybe I should put it a little bit before so you can see better. Like yesterday, you can put me on the big screen to see it a little bit better. I tried to do some beautiful drawings. I hope you like my dog, especially. Proud of that one. So what you see here is, or what you see here should show you that every noun in German language has a gender. So there is gender male, female, and neutral. And every single noun has one gender. Sometimes it is easy to find out the gender when it comes to, for example, German male persons or female persons. They obviously get the gender of its real gender. But most of the time, there is no real tendency or rule, and you have to learn the gender of its noun when you learn the noun. To give you some examples, I made these drawings, and yeah, let's take a look at it. The male article der, the female article die, and the neutral article das. You will see a little bit more about articles soon, but as you see, the tree is male, the sun is female, and the car is neutral. Why is it like this? We don't know. There is no reason. Then you see the giraffe is female, the dog is male, and the pig is neutral. Why is it like this? We can't say. There is no reason. Someone just invented it a long time ago. I would like to ask him, but no one knows why. Then you see the scissors are female. The pen is male, but the ruler is neutral. We don't know why. And the best example maybe, why it's a little bit complicated, we have the fork, the spoon, and the knife. They all have different genders. So the knife actually is neutral, while the spoon is male and the fork is female. So this is hilarious, right? It's a little bit ridiculous and we don't know why, but whenever you learn a new noun in German language, you should try to learn it with its gender, because it's very important to know the gender. Usually we have to use the articles. I will show you a little bit more. You see here a sentence I really like. The sentence goes the following way. Der Hund des Hundes neben dem Hund mag den Hund. In English, this would just be the dog from the dog beside the dog likes the dog. So it's kind of the dog 4 times, while at the same time you see here, der Hund, des Hundes, dem Hund, and den Hund. So we have 4 different ways of saying dog in German language, and this depends on the cases. The cases have 4 names. They are named nominative, genitive, dative, and accusative. And while the nominative case is only for the subjects in each sentences, there can be different objects. And
이게 얘들아 독일어에는 격이라는 게 있는데 영어에서도 소유격이랑 목적격 뭐 그런 게 있잖아. 다 그런 거에 따라서 독일어는 대신에 관사가 더 달라져. 그래서 der, des, dem, den 이렇게 글자가 있잖아. 그거 다 영어로는 더를 뜻하는 말인데 독일어는 이게 다 다르게 표시를 해. 그래서 이 격이 아마 이 독일어는 뭐 주격, 소유격 뭐 이렇게 말을 따로 안 하고 뭐 이렇게 써 있는데 이게 첫 번째로 노미나티브가 1격, 제네티브가 2격, 다티브가 3격, 아쿠자티브가 4격 이렇게 해가지고 4개의 격이 있어.
And on the next page, you see it gets even more messy or even more complicated, because when we look about articles and adjective endings, and for this one here, I just took the adjective good, yeah, for example, the good man, and in German it would be der Gute, die Gute, or das Gute, depending on the gender. But you see there is a lot of variation, yeah. You have to know the gender, you have to know the case, you have to know if it's singular or plural, of course, and you also have to know sometimes about, yeah, of course, indefinite and definite. So you have to choose what article you want to use, and sometimes even the adjective ending changes.
설명하자면 그러니까 독일어는 일단은 단어마다 다 각각의 성을 가지고 있고, 그리고 단수, 복수로 구별할 때 영어는 단수에다가 단순하게 s나 es 정도 같은 걸 붙이면 규칙은 대부분 복수가 되는데 독일어는 대부분 그렇지 않고 독일어는 되게 복수가 불규칙해. 그리고 이 adjective endings라는 게 형용사 어미 변화라고 해서 형용사 끝에 단어가 추가돼. 그리고 이 der, des, dem, den 뭐 이렇게 이거는 관사고, 위에 있는 이거는 정관사고 여기는 정관사고 밑에 있는 여기는 부정관사야. 그러니까 여기는 어를 대신하는 거라고 보면 되고 여기는 더를 대신하는 거라고 보면 돼.
Yeah. But one thing, even if you're shocked right now, you see many are double, many are always the same in each case. So things are not as bad as they look at the first glance. Here you have the English articles and adjective endings for the same. I use the adjective good here. And in English, it's always good. Everything is good. Everything's fine. And you only have these 3 articles and that's it. So the whole table for German doesn't even exist in English. So this is one of the most complicated grammatical things about German language at first, but still it's very doable if you really try. But the one thing you see here is 25 German verbs, and these verbs are all separatable. Separatable means the infinitive form consists of 2 parts, and sometimes in a sentence we break them apart. In this case, the body is always geben. Geben is the English to give. So I give something to someone. So the verb geben is easy. But there are so many more verbs which consists of geben and a prefix, which together form a new verb. For example, aufgeben would mean to give up. Vergeben, to forgive. Umgeben, to surround, for example. Or herausgeben, to publish. There are so many different verbs which consists geben, and this is only one example, that learning German verbs sometimes is a little bit confusing. And yeah, it needs a little time until you get the right verb in the right situation. Of course, you can always choose from a bunch of verbs to get the best one for each situation, but sometimes it's a little bit harder at first. And also, when you use the verbs in a normal sentence, you sometimes have to separate them into their 2 parts. So while in English, I would probably say, I forgive you, or I forgive you is actually the same in English, in German, but let's take another example. When I say, I give an information to you, in German, I would say, ich gebe die Information preis. This is from this one. So here we separate the verb. And yeah, you will learn this, of course, in class. It's one of the basic grammatical rules. But at first, it looks a little bit hilarious, doesn't it? Okay, enough with the grammatical stuff. The next thing we will do is, and yeah, for that we will go back into the document. We will read some super long words together. As you probably already heard, German love long words. So we have the ability in German language to put various nouns together to form a new noun. Not always, but sometimes we just do it because we like to do it. So we can, for example, take 3 nouns, which are Leben, Abschnitt, and Partner, and put together to form a new noun, which is Lebensabschnittspartner. What is it? It is a partner for a certain time during your life. In English, you can just say partner or lover, but in German, we sometimes use more complicated words when we want to do it. And yeah, I want you, every one of you, to read one of these complicated words. Just try it out. And yeah, let's have some fun doing this together.
Lebensabschnittspartner. Lebensabschnitt. Lebensabschnittspartner.
Awesome. All right. Lebensabschnittspartner. Right. Also, when I have the emphasis, I try to mark the separating of the single words which are into or inside of this word, like Lebensabschnittspartner. You clearly see there are 3 words in it.
Lebensabschnittspartner. Lebensabschnittspartner. Lebensabschnittspartner.
Yeah, Lebensabschnittspartner. Okay, still pretty funny. The next one, the second word, is the independence declaration. Really exists in German, and while the English people have 2 words for it, We just do it in one. Unabhängigkeitserklärung.
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 Yeah, okay, that was quite good.
Schifffahrtsbesatzung.
Okay, yeah, Schifffahrtsbesatzung.
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 Yeah, Schifffahrtsbesatzung.
Schifffahrtsbesatzung.
Merchant manufacture.
Yeah,
Merchant manufacture.
very good. And the second?
Merchant manufacture.
Very good, okay. Edelstahl-Korkenzieher. A corkscrew made of stainless steel.
Edelstahl-Korkenzieher.
Edelstahl-Korkenzieher.
Klausurvorbereitungsplan.
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 Vorbereitungsplan, yeah. Yeah, Klausur means exam in German. Vorbereitung is Junbi, also preparation, and Plan, Kewek, is plan. So it's like a plan for preparing the exams. You might have a plan in mind when you prepare your exams in middle school or in high school later. Teilzeit Reinigungskraft.
Reinigungskraft.
Okay, very good. I like it. Yeah, very nice.
Teilzeit how do you read that? Teilzeitreinigungskraft.
Oh, that sounded pretty German to me. Hochhausfensterputzer.
Hochhausfensterputzer.
Oh, yeah, very good. Okay.
Hochhausfensterputzer.
Very good, yeah. Hochhausfensterputzer.
Hochhausfensterputzer.
Oh, very good, yeah. Hochhausfensterputzer. One thing you will definitely have to learn in German class are the numbers. And in Germany, we put the numbers just together and form one word. Instead, we could do it like this too. As you see here, this would be the English way. Just write it as simple single words. But in Germany, we just put it together as one word. So we make it look more complicated than necessary. 6254.
6254.
Oh, splendid. I really like it. Okay, good. Great.
6254.
Oh, that was splendid. Okay.
6254.
Very good. Yeah, thank you for participating. Great. So the last word is way too long. I don't want to give it to you. I just wanted to shock you. This word was officially the longest German word for a long time. And it's completely unnecessarily long.
Rindfleischetikettierungsüberwachungsgesetz.
Yeah, very good. All right, Rindfleischetikettierungsüberwachungsgesetz. Yeah. The thing is, you don't have to know those long words. And you will probably never, in your first 3 years, you will not learn words which are that long. Maybe once in a while. But after shocking you, to tell you the truth, these words are not very necessary in everyday life. They exist, but usually we can find easier ways to tell everything we want to tell others. So yeah, you should not be shocked too much. Sometimes you will see a word like this in a text and you try to deal with it, but most of the times everything is easier. Is that right? I think you know that is right. Most texts don't have these long of words, and so don't be too shocked. All right. The next thing we will do, once more. The problem with the next thing is, I think it is too hard to read for you, even if you put me on the big screen. So I really put some effort into this, but I think it's too hard to read. And so instead, we should probably go back into the share screen. And this is tongue twisters. The last part of today's lesson is tongue twisters. You probably know these exist in Korean too, in English, and in many other languages as well. These are phrases which are very hard to read, and we always try to read them good and fast. So for you who don't have any experience talking in German, it's super hard, but that's what makes it fun. And I want you to try reading one of our most famous tongue twisters in German language. So we have basically 5 tongue twisters. I want everyone to read one of those. Of course, we read it first, one of us, and then you can try to repeat. And let's have some fun reading those, starting with the first one. Who of you wants to try out first?
Fishes, fritze, fishes, frische, fische, frische, fische, fischt, fischers, fritze.
Okay, good. Yeah, you did pretty well. Fischers, fritze, fischt, frische Fische, fischt, fischers, fritze. It's the same sentence, just in another order. And who of you wants to try out this tongue twister right now?
Fischers, fritze, fish, fische, frische, fische, frische, fische, fischt, fischers, fritze.
Oh, very good. Yeah.
Fischers, fritze, fischt, fische, fische. Frische, fische, fischt, fischers, fritze.
Brautkleid bleibt Brautkleid und Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut.
Yes, okay. Brautkleid bleibt Brautkleid und Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut.
Brautkleid bleibt Brautkleid und Braukraut bleibt Blaukraut.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
Brautkleid bleibt Brautkleid und Blaukraut bleibt Blaukraut.
Es klapperte die Klapperschlange, bis ihre Klapperschlapper klang.
Yes, very good. Es klapperte die Klapperschlange, bis ihre Klapperschlapper klang.
Es klappert die Klapperschlange, bis die Klapperschlapper klang.
Okay, very nice. Okay.
Es klapperte die Klapperschlange, bis ihr Klapperschlapper klang.
All right. Okay, if you don't choose German major, I'm very disappointed. Good. Nimmt der Opium, haut Opium den Opium.
Nimmt der Opium, Opium, then Opium.
Oh, perfect. Okay, very good. Okay.
Nimmt der Opium, hot Opium, then Opium.
Okay, very good. Yes.
Nimmt der Opium, hot Opium, then Opium.
20 Zwerge zeigen Handstand. 10 im Wandschrank, 10 am Sandstrand.
20 Swords zeigen Handstand. 10 im Wandschrank, 10 am Sandstrand.
Okay, yeah. Großartig.
20 Swords zeigen Handstand. Then im
Yes.
Sandstrand. Then Sandstrand.
Oh, that's awesome. Okay, very good. Denke nie du denkst, denn wenn du denkst, dann denkst du nicht, dann denkst du nur, du denkst. Denn das Denken der Gedanken ist gedankenloses Denken. So, you see a lot of different impressions on German language today. One thing I definitely want to tell you is that you already saw the dark sides or the more complicated things. So right now, I still feel like you're mentally prepared right now. Because if you go into German language, you will find it a little bit more easy, because what I showed you right now was a little bit more complicated than necessary. Still, parts of it occur in German language. So sometimes the grammar is a little bit bad, and sometimes there are no real tendencies or rules. So sometimes you ask the teacher, why is it like that? And the teacher has to say, I don't know, there is no reason. Of course, teachers don't like to say that, but sometimes we have to say it in German language because we don't know, there is no reason. Still, most of the times there are reasons, there are rules, there are tendencies, and there are various methods to have an easier way of learning words and grammar too. So look forward to something which is incredible sometimes, but most of the time intuitive. And also, as I said yesterday, English language can help you a lot. Often enough, the words and sometimes the grammar is similar. All right, so I hope you enjoyed today's lesson, despite it being a little bit confusing maybe. But yeah, as I said, know your enemy. And I really hope to see you back here. Hope to see you at SNFL, regardless of the major you choose. I think you did pretty well, and yeah, give it your best always, whatever you do. Hope you had a good time. If there is a super important question right now, you can ask me. Otherwise, we are saying goodbye in German. Auf Wiedersehen. And tschüss. 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 Auf Wiedersehen.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Tschüss.